Hello, role players. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me make sure that you can. Yep, awesome. I can hear myself. Oh, and I forgot to put that away. That was my my drinking screen for water. I didn't want to put up drinking rules for this one since we already had a lot to do with this one, and it takes a long time to get through this game. But you know, I get really bad at making sure that I drink water while I'm playing this game. I almost wish I did. So maybe I'll do a personal water drinking game where every time dialogue pops up, I have to take a drink of water. So anyway, my apologies for being late this time around. I had everything set to go, and then all of a sudden some stuff popped up here, so it took me a little bit longer. And because of that, I unfortunately didn't have enough time to set up the virtual avatar today, so I hope you're okay without that. It's just going to be my voice today. But all that said, I want to welcome everyone to Quest to Assess. My name is Vic, and today we are resuming the Disco Elysium playthrough. Let's discuss the thinky parts together. I'm going to go through the usual content warning. This game has themes of trying to make sure I breathe, mild sex and nudity, severe violence and gore, severe profanity, severe alcohol and drug themes, and severe frightening and intense scenes. For a censored experience, generally speaking, I'd say wait 24 to 48 hours after the live has ended. This is what happens when I don't breathe enough. That being said, there may be occasions where essentially the whole episode, like, there's just no way I can censor it all. You would totally lose the context. So for the last one where we interviewed the Hardie Boys, that one got pretty rough. So I went ahead and put a general mature filter on it. I will say that all of these, it's going to be a bunch of mature themes. So, you know, keep in mind this is a mature stream, but I also know that, apologies, I also know that putting the 18 plus filter means that this live does not go into anyone's recommended, even if it's on someone, like someone's logged into their 18 plus account, it still likely will not get pushed into the recommended. So I think what I'll do from now on is we'll just, like it say, this is a mature stream. So if you're watching this and you are not 18 plus, please know that, you know, this is probably not for you. And viewer discretion is advised for those who are 18 plus. We are just about to get started. Please understand that anything depicted or discussed in the game does not reflect any real positions held by myself or my affiliates. Fact check every claim stated today, including any that I make. To have more conversations, any engagement that you do will let YouTube know you want people to chat with us. Our question of the week will be discussed during the intermission. If you're wanting to jump ahead, though, it is in the description. Let's go ahead and let's say we'll do our poll. Let's do our poll here. And Left-Handed Jedi, it's good to see you. I am feeling well. Thank you very much. And we had a good Tuesday. It was lovely to see you there. I hope that you're feeling better. I know that you had a migraine last time. I'm going to go ahead and do a topic. Sorry, not a topic, a poll that will cover which topics we should go for next. Do we want to call, like, radio our doctor about our amnesia, especially after that strange dream we had? Should we talk to the truckers? Should we talk to the union strikers that are by that giant wall that's guarded? We do eventually need to get back there. Or do we try to investigate body? So, all of them, I would say, let's see. The truckers, we only have a couple days left to talk to them. The union strikers, I mean, that seems to be going on forever, but I don't know how long Joyce, the union, like the lady from the company who was sent to negotiate with the union, I don't know how long she'll be around. So eventually we gotta talk to the truckers to get stuff from her, I think, and then talk to the union strikers. And we do need to find a time that's best to investigate the body, because every time we've gone so far, we're too nauseous because of, like, you know, alcohol withdrawal or something like that. Boy, I must be struggling to breathe today. I don't know why. I'll do a quick recap before we continue. Where we last left off, we discovered where the witness to the crime scene lives. We need to return at 2100 hours, so 9 o'clock, to question him. We got enough money with our partner's help to pay for damages and stay at the hostel. We asked around for more info on the crime scene and political situation, tried to inspect the body and failed, and then went to bed to try again another day. We had a strange withdrawal dream. Then we questioned the Hardie Boys. They all said that they equally committed the lynching, claimed a woman was harassed and possibly assaulted by the lynching victim, and then threatened us. And then the Hardie Boys threatened us. We have to find more evidence to narrow down the suspect, investigate the truck drivers for any drug smuggling, and try again to investigate the body. And we have even more to do. So help me decide on which to start. So let's go ahead and bring up the game here. And we'll check as always, make sure that you can hear.
Yes?
We'll tell me about
What
the
do
case.
you want to know?
All right. Let's see. Let's make sure you could hear that. Okay, I could definitely hear it. Something is popping in the background. Something is popping in the background. Is it still popping? Oh, you know what? My mic might be. Oh, plug it back in. Okay, sorry. You should have heard a lot of weirdness. Hopefully it will be better now. Yeah, just wanted to double check. But yeah, that was me readjusting the mic to make sure it wouldn't keep popping on its own. But now it shouldn't. All right. Okay, excellent. Let's get going.
Good.
Okie dokie. So let's see. For the poll, we have 1 vote. Call our doc about amnesia. Why not? I think that'll be pretty quick. That shouldn't take up too much time. Oh, whoops.
Droplets of rain fall on the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Canema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series.
That's a lot of car details that I usually am not that interested in.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Canema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Okay, guys. So this is probably going to be like Motorhead stuff. Can you tell me if this is a thought you want to continue down? Or do any of these options interest you? At this point, it'd be up to you. Maybe something will, interesting will come out of it. I'm not entirely sure, but this is a lot of like, oh, car. Let's fascinate over this intriguing car that's been tricked out. Lieutenant Jedi says 3. Yep, motor carriages don't interest me. I would think it'd roll over on the first sharp corner, but I'm sure it'll be like, oh no, there's a reason why it's steady. It has this feature. So, it'll be fun. We'll just, motor carriages don't interest me. Finish that.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
let's pick up the radio again.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Alice, please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
You hear a man clearing his throat briskly, then an answer.
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
The man is unpleasantly surprised.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
I've lost my memory. All of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
But why am I still a police officer?
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
Yes, it's Firewalker here.
Firewalker? Oh, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait.
I think that was an alcoholic joke.
Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. take a deep diaphragmatic breath in and...
You hear an exaggerated inhale and a long exhale on the other end of the line. I feel like you're making fun of
I'm
me.
the most serious person at the station, Detective. Now, do you have any current, pressing medical problems?
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Yeah, but you know, generally speaking, a doctor is meant to stave off death, you know, for as long as the patient has a good quality of life.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
Thanks, Volition. Isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
I mean, I want the truth so I can try and, like, do better.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
But the thing is, I need, like, I think I've got magnesium, and I am stopping drinking, but I don't have vitamin D. Where do I get vitamin D? I need help. Usually the doctor's supposed to help with that.
The money is probably going to some old, oily...
Huh? The money? Whose money?
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
Wasn't Mac the guy who was laughing hysterically at us for losing our badge? And he's the one who called us the idiot? Oh my god. For those who don't know, cyanoacrylate is super glue. You know, the stuff that you use on, like, I'm so sorry, I just touched my mic, that probably paused for a minute. You know, the stuff that uses, that you use for, like, putting models together, that, if you stuck it between your fingers, would glue your fingers shut? Like, yeah, that shit. He glued his eyes shut with cyanoacrylate. That's gotta freaking burn, man.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
See? Cryoactylate. I'm gonna call super glue that from now on. Cryoactylate. Hey, are you putting your model together with cryoactylate? Well, I guess that's it for now. I was kind of hoping you'd hook me up with some vitamin D, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The phone clicks. Suddenly, you hear the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
You know, Sylvie, I felt like she was on such a hurry to get off the phone that I didn't really get to ask her the follow-up of, well, like, what's been going on with, like, who else would have had the keys to the dumpster. So if you guys remember, in the locked dumpster behind the hostel Whirling in Rags cafeteria thing that we are staying at, we found disposed clothes from the victim. So the lynching victim was undressed, and then we found his uniform disposed in the garbage can. And I think it already had the smell of decay on it, so it must have happened after the decay started. And Sylvie used to work there, so let's go ahead and give Sylvie a call.
Just a second, officer.
Let's see if she'll even talk with us.
Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello?
You recognize her voice. Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective?
She doesn't sound thrilled. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
That's why there's like water everywhere and some of the pages are stuck together. Poor Sylvie really saw the worst of us.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
She doesn't sound like she's actually sorry. She's actually that sorry. I mean, maybe we can have another check at this. You quit your job at the whirling.
You mean,
Why?
why did I leave the bar?
You can hear it tense up on the other side.
Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
We've already been through all
I think
this.
you hear a sliver of accusation. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You need to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
She seems to relax a bit. Okay. She told us to get to the pawn shop for the gun. Have you seen my badge?
I know who you are.
No.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important.
My badge is missing.
Oh.
Have you seen? No,
No.
I haven't. Sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Uh-oh. Not my uniform too. God, I should really look into that. I thought our jacket was the uniform.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Okay. So, our esprit de corps tells us that we have not worn it. I really thought the jacket was part of the uniform. All right. I think I got everything I need. Thanks.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I don't think we need to be reconnected to the 41st.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
We'll close the door. So we got a few things figured out. Let's go ahead and heal our morale. We've been collecting a lot of that. We just finished calling the station slatterist. You don't feel hopeful. The smoker on the balcony is sometime after 2100. We have to keep looking. Maybe someone else knows something. Some local who saw it. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Yes, we did that. Find a way into the secret passage. We had to get a hold of a sad song tape. That might take some time. Joyce wants... We either need to find the badge or talk to... I mean, we have to investigate the drug smuggling anyway. And we've only got a couple days left to do that. Who put the clothes in the trash? So ask who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash. Find this person, and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. We may stumble across this. I need at least 20 real. We don't have a free place to stay yet, but we do have 20 real, so it'll be okay. But we can't do that a lot. I think we can do that for 2 more days. equip. Oh, okay. Equip and complete that. Oh, if I get that, then it should help. Okay. So what's going on with this one? So how much do we have left? We have 2 minutes, so we only need to get through 2 minutes, and then we'll be done. So let's go ahead and let's see. Where's the guy who was racist? This guy. I really don't want to talk to this guy. Trigger warning for anyone who doesn't like racist things.
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came
back.
here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
He pays us no attention.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
So we are in limbo. He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Yeah, if that were the case, the other lorry drivers would have said this.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lorryman shakes his head with indignation.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Oh, the mug that is racist pops up. I found this mug in the trash. Show it to the man. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
This is him after he stared at the yellow man mug, then suddenly he explodes. Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He wipes the tears from his eyes.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Oh, gross.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh?
He gestures with this great
The science of racial
emphasis.
theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
The science of racial theory has all been proved. Oh my god. Wouldn't you believe I've actually... So sorry, I have to move my mic a little bit because it's rubbing against my jaw here, but I apologize. Okay. I apologize for the popping. Please forgive me. If it is still popping now after it has been moved, please let me know. Literally, somebody called into the line to talk with Erica of Gutsit Gibbon, specifically to go through and say that it is scientifically true that there is a like biological, like essentially that the races have different ancestry and all that shit. Anyway, I don't want to go into details because it's all just fucking misinformation, but it's based on the finding of Greco-Pithecus, and the dude just like straight up stopped working. Okay. Why? Why does it stop working? What's going on? You know what? I think I'm gonna have to. It might be this mic. Okay. No, let's see if you can hear me. I think it's this mic's connection. Yeah, it might be this mic's connection. Yeah, Jedi, I'm sorry. If this doesn't, tell me if you lose me again, because after this I won't be able to. Essentially, I would have to keep unplugging it and plugging it back in, and you know, that's just awful to hear every single time you lose me. I have a second. I have a second headset. You know, I think it's Jedi. So you actually were super kind, and you bought the earbuds that have a microphone, and I got them just for this very reason, or at least I put them on the list for that very reason. On top of, you know, in case I ever needed to get a separate mic to use. So what I can do is, if this continues to fail, is I can swap out to the earbuds with the mic. We can test how it goes and see if my filter, that I've got it with some filters through OBS, so hopefully that'll keep working. And if that if that works, we'll use this, and hopefully it'll be nice and you can still hear me and the quality isn't terrible. And then if things go wrong, I will look for a very cheap separate mic that I can plug in. So you know, if this earbud headset doesn't work, then we'll have to look for a separate mic to plug in. But I think it'll be okay. This headset has worked for me on Discord so far, so I have a good feeling that with the filters that I've posted or that I've put on OBS, you should be able to hear me all right. But please do let me know if you lose me again. I can kind of see myself on like a little overlay here. I see my voice pop up from Discord, so I can kind of tell when it's no longer registering my voice. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I want to use what I've already got if I can. I don't want to make anyone, whether myself or anyone else, have to spend extra money on something that I might already have a solution to. So we'll just keep going. So yeah, so the main problem was with that with this is we kind of think, oh, this is just exaggerated racism. No one actually thinks this today. No, they do. They do. It's really sad. It's actually the drive behind all of the anti-immigration sentiment here in the US. And it's depressing. It's really depressing how popular racism has gotten just because they've put a new coat of paint on old talking points. You know, they're like, well, sure, these were talking points that we used against black people back in the day, but now it's against any person who isn't pure white. So therefore, you know, or you know, oh yeah, this is stuff we used against the Italians, against the Irish, against Jewish people, which is still going on today. That never really stopped. And also, you know, not that racism against black people really stopped. It's just, it became very culturally inappropriate to be obvious about it. So now you have to be very subtle. But it is considered not culturally inappropriate to be loud and proud about your racism against anybody who could possibly look like or sound like someone who immigrated here, which is hilarious because unless you are an indigenous person, you could only have come here because someone immigrated, whether it's you or your ancestor, someone immigrated here. I just find the whole, like, you know, fuck you, I got mine mentality just so gross. It's like, if everybody thought like you, all of us would be total isolationists and never get the help that we need from our communities. We'd become such insular communities. We learn nothing, we gain nothing, we struggle because we are just so set on being these tiny little in groups that are so, you know, against seeking help from others and learning new things and introducing new ideas. That, you know, growth is just something that sounds, you know, abhorrent to some people. Like, there are some people who are like, no, I don't want to leave my ideological bubble. I never ever want to be introduced to new ideas. And because of that, I need my friends to all believe in the same thing that I do. I need to stay in a community that believes in the same thing that I do. And I never ever want to communicate at any point with anyone who believes something different from me. And it's like, here's the thing. There are some things where it's like, look, I don't want to be friends with a person who believes in biological racism. I'm going to be like, you know, look, this is a problem that we have that will be a fundamental difference that ensures we will never be able to be friends. But if you're able to learn the problems with that, understand why it's wrong, and grow to become a better person who understands the importance of diversity and how it is a positive thing for everyone involved. Literally, we have the statistics to back it. There's a reason why for-profit companies began without anyone pressuring them to put in diversity programs, because it made them more money, because the company got better, because they could reach more demographics, because they could learn new things and improve. With that said, you learn those things, you learn why the old idea is a problem. Then, if you're not a total ass, we can consider being friends. But until then, this is a fundamental issue where I will not be able to, like, I'm not going to be able to relax around you. Like, I'm always going to be in this, like, state of, when is this person going to be a racist ass, you know? Like, and it would also be a huge abuse of privilege to be like, you know, just because it doesn't directly affect me now, you know, I can handle it. But when it does directly affect me, that's when it's a problem. Like, that's ridiculous. You know, like, if that person would be like, no, I can't be friends with this particular person because of their race, you know, then, but I can be friends with this one because their race doesn't offend me. Like, who can stand that? Who'd be like, so you're giving me the benefit of the doubt just because of how I look, because of an inherited characteristic that I cannot change, that I was born with? Like, ridiculous. Anyway, good to see you, Theo. Thanks for joining. Left-handed Jedi says, my family came to the States in the early 1700s, but they were still immigrants. Lots of, yeah, it doesn't matter where you came from. I mean, hell, even, look, this would be really pushing the date back, but technically indigenous people do have ancestors that weren't originally here because, I mean, unless you, it could be said for all humans that unless your entire ancestral line lived in and stayed in, I believe it would have been Northern Africa, for the, like, when we start seeing the Homo sapiens species, you know, like, defined, even though it would have been, I guess it would be anatomically modern Homo sapiens. I'm not sure what, you know, early Homo sapiens would have been, but I think it's Northern Africa. Anyway, unless you are, like I said, just, you've lived there, stayed there, you were born there, your entire ancestral line has lived and died there. Hell, I have no, there's no, how do you even, like, prove that? You know, like, I don't even know how you can prove that. I mean, you could try and use genetics, but and you try to do, like, you know, an ancestry thing, but that's not guaranteed. You know, because they're using genetic markers of, like, general averages to be like, if you have this genetic marker, this tends to be the case in these particular areas and populations. But it's, you know, genetics, yeah. But we do see that people of African descent, especially if they've stayed in Africa, tend to have more genetic diversity than any other population, because essentially a bottleneck event happens every time a population immigrates somewhere. So they lose some genetic diversity. They may gain other mutations that change, you know, the diversity, but essentially the most, just because, you know, humans have been moving around and adapting to places in a very short period of history. Essentially, the other populations need more time for genetic mutations before you get more of that genetic diversity. But hey, we got Weed Bro here. Lovely to see ya. Theo should, well, profit should be the argument, but justice. The whole, totally, 100% justice. The reason why I brought it up is because usually these people are like, so the people who are racist, they don't understand the ethical and empathetic issue with racism. So you're like, look, if you don't understand the importance of diversity, look at the statistics here. You can see, statistically speaking, that diversity improves everybody, and that having more people from more backgrounds benefits all. So sometimes you have to be a little bit more, you know, look, I would say all approaches are beneficial. And if you are able to convince somebody ethically, why, like using, I believe it's called Rawls' veil of ignorance, where essentially, like, you want to design a society so that no matter who you are in a, you know, a good place, then you essentially have to go with the idea, like, the veil of ignorance is you don't know who you're going to end up with. You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know who you are. But no matter what your situation is, you want a society where you have a good quality of life, where you're not like in abject misery and poverty and discrimination and stuff like that. For some people, I think that is a great way to do it. And for others, you know, they are just like, well, you know, I already know who I am and where I am, and that's all that matters to me because fuck you, I got mine, you know? So sometimes you've got to do multiple approaches. Theo says, I don't like companies using LGBT or anti-racism as their own PR. Companies have no morals but money. Specifically, I would say corporations for 100%. They have no morals but money. There are companies that are nonprofit. Not to say that every nonprofit, you know, is good. There are many nonprofits that are unethical. Namely, the ones that are all about trying to convert people to whatever their ideology is, and, you know, just growing to try to get more money. Yeah, 100%. But there are some nonprofits out there that, you know, are good, and I would say that there are some for-profit companies that are ethical, and the reason why they're for-profit is because they want to make sure that they have a political impact and can legally say, you know, this is the political candidate that I'm backing because these are the ethical benefits and whatnot. Oops, excuse me, I just dropped the device. I was looking to read this stuff. I can't understand why we make humanitarian work nonprofit and weapon of war industry max profit. Boy, that's a struggle to me, that people can profit so much off of war. But anyway, that is getting into a tangent that I'm already wasting a lot of time on. In fact, we've got 10 minutes before the minor intermission, so let's try to get through this conversation really quick. So we've got our racist lorry driver here that we're trying to interview about potential drug smuggling. Anyway, so I said, oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. The lorry driver says, I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. He gestures with his cigarette for emphasis. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. And that's when I went on my whole spiel about how there are people still today who believe that, even though, you know, we have the statistical evidence to go against it. The stickle evidence. Sorry.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
He glances at the lieutenant before he says that. Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
And what's the problem with that?
The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes.
Throws a
And
sharp
the
glance
other
at
introduced
Kitsuragi.
species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it?
Oh?
The man seems mildly disappointed that you don't want to hear more of his lecture. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence.
Volumetric shit compressor.
Maybe now we could go,
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Bonuses, all endurance white chests unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. I think that's good, because we're pretty low on endurance. Let's take a look. Let's see. I thought, could we not put... Okay, well, I guess the cap didn't help. I thought it would. Well, we can try the, wow, this really does not want to go down. We can try the Hanged Man again. Jedi says, my sister did the whole genealogy thing. We are mainly Scotch-Irish on my dad's side, and Romani and Native American on my mom's side. Very cool. The most thing I remember is my genealogy is very, very white. Very, very Northern European white. And that I am 45% Irish English, so probably Northern Ireland, I guess, since that'd be where most of it comes from. Anyway, are you going to talk to me about
something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the Dockworkers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story to me.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for explaining it.
Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Koiko picked apples.
Damn, You're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
You're Lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. That's great. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Boy, purity must be getting to some inbreeding there.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs on his cigarette. So what are you still hanging around here for? Most other Camineurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Look, I assumed that what he's saying, like we know whatever he's calling these people is some sort of racist slur. I'm assuming that it is a made up racist slur because all of the nationalities in this game are fictional. And I apologize if this is affecting everybody, but yeah. Tia says, what's your hair color, Meg? If it's red, you're Max Irish. No, so I get the Irish from my mom's side, and all of the people on my mom's side who were like super Irish got the what are called Spanish Irish traits, where you get dark hair, very fair skin, and usually some sort of like green or hazel eyes sort of thing going on. So I've got hazel, where it's a mixture of green and then a little bit of like some brown on. Yeah, I think it's on the inside. Dear my people. Bro says, fun fact, my grandfather, mom's dad, was one who managed for the band Journey's tours in Canada and was friends with many famous musicians. Kind of got jealous and never got to meet him. Very cool. But yeah, if you're ever curious, look into the whole like Spanish Irish thing. Like that was there's a whole history there of I think, a Spanish population from the Iberian Peninsula migrating over to Ireland, I believe. But yeah, all right.
Since you left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Yeah, well, sounds like we're all better for it.
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you all were at the Whirling, how do you know it was these people who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
Okay, so that was just a wild fucking guess. If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
But he's not a lorry driver. Wait, that street vendor south of here, that guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanist lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
Just because, you know, racism.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealang a visit then.
Guess so.
He grins, contented with himself. Alright, we're done for now. We need to keep talking to other lorry drivers, though. What's going on over here?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
I bet we can guess who it is. What about the back
The
seat?
back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not
Secrets
unusual
is
in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
We just got our new point. I don't think we can put it in endurance, though. Yeah, we can't put it in endurance, so... our next try at investigating the body, I think, will be our last. And I gotta be honest, if we're not able to, because we can't stomach it, I'm probably just... I'm gonna be that uncool person and go back on a save to try the thing again, because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do if I can't investigate it. Okay, I believe this is another truck driver. We'll do a quick save.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
I feel bad because this guy seems really nice, and I hate that this is the first question in on it, but you seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Folds his hands behind his head and leans back.
But
He pauses,
days are
like the memory
behind me.
dispute.
there are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. And it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Oh no, conceptualization is a poet. Hit him with your best first. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. I know I have conceptualization clothes. Conceptualization. Is there anything else that dampens my conceptualization? I don't think anything else. Let's see what happens.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Oh, now it's even.
What's on
All
your
right,
mind?
why not? See how it goes.
Wait,
Oh,
there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like,
a mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
He leans in, his eyes bright with attention. It is a chalice held out to you. It's silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own.
Dang. That's some
He
great
grunts.
shit. You came up with that yourself.
Unable to suppress his reaction. I think the words are mine. Yes?
Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Hey man, cops are human too. Oh boy, aren't they? Very, very human.
Yeah, I guess I owe you an apology for thinking otherwise. And again, great shit.
He gives you a thumbs up.
you found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Right? Oh boy. Okay. Spray decor. Don't want that. No, don't want that. Drama. Or no, we'll keep physical instrument on. And we never use savoir-faire because that involves like sneaking away and stuff. Plus one to indirect modes of taxation is not an actual thing. We have to go talk to C Lang though. So we'll save there. And we're gonna do a quick intermission so I can take a drink. Oh wait, did we get Jester jump in here? Jedi says, hey Vic, do your eyes change color when you get angry, etc.? I have hazel eyes and they shift all the time. I don't know if they shift when I get angry, but they certainly do shift. And in fact, my friend will say, in every photo I've seen you, your eyes are a different color. And I think it's because I've got the 2 different colors, and so the different lighting will, you know, pull up the, you know, it'll make the green or the brown stand out more or less, depending on the lighting. Wow, Jedi, they range from dark blue, green to black when I'm really upset. Damn, boy, I don't know if I have that sort of range. Yeah, Weed Bro says, mine, dude. It even depends on what I wear. Yeah, because it's about like which color is most like which is more dominant in your eyes, and so if your eye color has different colors, like different specks of colors in them, the overall composition can change based on the lighting and based on what you're wearing. Let's see. We got Jester popping in, asking for Al. Yeah, light can make your eyes look different colored. My XGF also had some light more bluish and another light more brownish eyes. That's your opinion. Theo says, can we finally call the doc for amnesia week? Well, so we did call the doctor, and he said you need to stop drinking, which we did, get more magnesium, which we have, and take some vitamin D, which we don't have. And I actually was calling him because I thought maybe he could help me with that, but he was like, you know, it's the same spiel, different day. I can't help you. Goodbye. So, didn't help. I haven't seen Alan here. I'm so sorry that we had to talk to truck drivers without Al. Must be anime character. Lieutenant Jedi's Jedi, that might explain emotional coaching. Green, gray, blue for me. It is a force thing. You guys. You guys. Oh yeah. Quick break so I can get a drink here. Keep chatting amongst yourselves. Oh wow, the pupper is finally sleeping. My dog has had some problems with allergies recently, and also with apparently he has arthritis, even though he is very young. And this vet says that they see it pretty common in Jack Russell Nix's. Chester says, it's okay, we'll forgive you. This time. Look. This is day 2 in the game. We've only got one more day before the truck drivers are allowed to leave, and we won't have a chance to talk with them about the smuggling. So this is a time-sensitive thing we got to get going on. Yeah, so my dog has been struggling recently, and he's also every now and then he'll randomly like yelp just out of nowhere, and we didn't know why, because we couldn't tell that it didn't look like he was. Sometimes it looked like he would be in the middle of turning while he was walking, but sometimes he'd just be standing there, and all of a sudden he'd yelp, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. He was acting like he was in pain, and so and recently he had really been rubbing his muzzle and licking his back. I think it was his right paw. Yeah, I'm talking about you, you cute little boy. He's lying down in his little nighttime pen. He sleeps the best when he's in a good size enclosure that's a little, it's about 4 times the size of him, as far as like he can move around and relax and all that stuff. And we keep it open at least I keep it open during the day, so he can come in and leave and go as much as he wants. And he is he's definitely much more comfortable, less reactive and scared while he's in the pen. he feels a lot better during thunderstorms and, you know, fireworks while he's in there. But the funny thing is, trying to get him in there can be a huge pain. But anyway, he's been having some weird problems recently. So we've tried taking to the vet twice for these things, and they would either say that he wouldn't let them examine his legs or paws, so they couldn't get anything, or that they just didn't know what to do and they sent him back. And it's like, what are we going to do each time we take him? Like, what's even the point? But we were so like fed up with trying to figure this out on our own, and it's like, if we could at least get some anti-inflammatories for what seems to be skin allergies, then like we'll just try and convince them, like, these are the things we're seeing, please can you help us get some anti-inflammatories. We saw the place that we have has rotating vets. This time it was a different vet, and she was competent, and she actually was able to give us some diagnoses, and it totally made sense. Like, it was putting the arthritis together totally made sense for what we were seeing in him. And his back legs are always so stiff. He does not like when he walks, he keeps them super straight. They don't bend at all. And it kind of gives him a little bit of a waddle. But the thing is like, I just kind of always remember him walking like that. So he would have had to have that sort of arthritis since like he was hardly a year old, which the vet says is, you know, not uncommon with this, you know, breed mix because of the short legs. Though his legs are a little longer than typical Jack Russell's because he's got Chihuahua in him, which changes the proportions a little bit. Anyway, quick intermission stuff. We are currently trying to figure out a drug smuggling investigation among the truck drivers here, so that we can get the negotiator who from the Wild Pines company that is trying to solve a strike with the union Dockworkers. We're trying to get her to tell us stuff, and she's like, if you figure out why, you know, who's smuggling drugs, then we will, you know, maybe I'll give you that information you need, unless you can find your badge, which we can't find the badge. And I have it on good, I have a good source that says we will get the badge when the bridge, I guess it's the bridge is repaired. Anyway, it's like day 3 or something like that. So we wouldn't be waiting forever. So if no, I need to know the results of your investigation, then we know we can hold out. But that is the only like spoiler I have been like, be real with me, is this something that I should bet on? And he was like, yeah, you can. So everything else, I'm like, no other spoilers. Our question of the week, I think it's just one. Are the Revachol Citizens Militia, which is the organization that we work for as the like officer of, we're like police officers, is that worse than, better than, or the same as the Hardie Boys, which is the union Dockworkers enforcers? If you were with me last stream, if you're not, you can take a look at what we've been doing so far via the playlist in the description. The Hardie Boys are pretty friggin' rough, and they believe in vigilantism. And they really like to be like, we're the real, you know, law around here. You know, nobody answers to you, everybody answers to us, and we'll, you know, put a bullet in you if you try to question us, that sort of thing. So they make no qualms about, you know, throwing their weight around. Theo says we need Al to answer some smuggling questions, and then poor Doggy. Yeah, dog breeds are proof that eugenics is bad. Yeah. I had really hoped that because this, you know, our dog is a rescue of a mixed breed, that we'd be able to, you know, minimize a lot of the health concerns from both breeds. And while I think his teeth are healthier than would be from a Chihuahua, Chihuahua teeth are like notoriously bad. They build up tartar really fast, and you know, have all sorts of issues. That they get their teeth pulled pretty young. But I'm seeing, you know, that's not the case for him. He isn't having spine issues, which is great. That tends to be a problem for small dogs. I don't know if he's having hip issues. That can sometimes be a problem for Jack Russells. He's got a lot of Jack Russell in him. He took on a lot of the characteristics from Jack Russell, even though he had a parent of each breed. So, but the thing is he's just got a lot of, you know, those characteristics. Yeah, I was hoping to minimize risks, but, you know, as long as you're dealing with any sort of like actual breed, you're always gonna see issues in a dog breed. So you just kind of want to go for as much of a mix as possible to try and get some genetic diversity in there. Bro says, like, my hypothetical bike that is too fast for Canada. Can Al answer that because the regulations suck here? It says, space. I don't know what Jedi's referring to about for the Emperor Space Marines, but I think it's related to Warhammer 40k. Just as his butts are the best. Glucosamine sulfate can really help seriously. It gave our Rottweiler an extra 2 years. Yeah, we are essentially just got the diagnosis this morning. So we are trying some different ideas, and the main problem is he has a mix of skin allergies, which he's had for a long time, and his the apparent arthritis, which seems to have been bothering him for quite a few years. And I think that he was more likely to snap at someone because of it. And in fact, today, it was like the manager who doesn't normally come in, picked him up and was holding him in a way that, like, her arm was kind of squeezing his back legs, and he kept, like, yelping and snarling at her. Like, you know, to be like, put me down, I'm hurting. And, you know, he was giving her all sorts of warnings, and of course, he snapped at her. And I felt like that was probably the most diagnostic thing. Like, if he felt like he was in so much pain to have, like, the arm close on his legs, that it made him, you know, yelp and then be aggressive and all that, I think that's probably really the most you need to figure out. That's he's experiencing pain with his legs. Oh, Jedi said, lost me for a second. I'm back. Okay, I may have to switch. I don't think it's hip dysplasia, because I think it's just with his I'm trying to think. It would be his ankles and his knees. I don't think we have anything about hip dysplasia at the moment. But the way that she was holding him essentially made his legs cross a little bit, and it was causing a bit of a bend in his knees, and he was very uncomfortable with that. So I think, you know, the funny thing is that he lets me pick him up, and the way that I pick him up, I always hold him so that all of his weight is around his front half, and I don't put any like pressure around his back half. Like I don't tuck my arm in to hold him, and he doesn't have problems with me holding him like that. In fact, he will hold on to me and like try to hug me, usually because he'll ask me to pick him up when he's scared, you know. So I was actually really surprised to hear him get so upset when someone picked him up, because that was the first time I'd heard it, and it sounds like it's because this was the first person to tuck her arm in and put a lot of pressure on his back legs. Yeah, poor thing. Oh yeah, by the way, the show was made possible by amazing patrons. So if you want more live streams, more perks, you can either become a patron or send a one-time donation using the, you know, Venmo, CashApp stuff in the description. And all of that is in the description under Find Me Here. But if it's not in your budget, just really engaging and sharing is a huge help. You can find most importantly, resources for defense against ice. So please spread those if you can. Bro says, I hope the best for the puppers regardless. Just keep the glucosamine in mind. It's totally safe. If I can find one that doesn't have chicken in it, then 100%. Momentarily kicks you off. It must. So what's going on? I am very specifically trying not to touch it. My mouth might be, when I talk, like very slightly brushing against it. Just bear with me. I'm gonna first try to plug it in a little bit tighter, and then I'm gonna move the mic away from my mouth, and then I'll stop. The popping will stop. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you not hear me? Is my thing not working? Okay, it is working. All right. I've got it very far away from my face. So we need less ice and more salt. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you bearing that. I know it's very distressing for all that popping. but hopefully you can hear me now. If I get cut out again after this, legit, I'm just gonna have to swap over to the other headset. So, just let me know if you hear me get cut off again. Let me take a quick drink, and we will continue with the game. All right, let's keep rolling. So our next lead is talking to Silang. I did not find any other truck driver, which is unfortunate because I didn't want to go just based off of this very silly lead. I'm sorry, Silang.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Sorry, I think I accidentally just hit the mic. I apologize. That one was me. So, Silang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
He kisses his fingers. Proceed. I'm not going to comment on that. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. I'm not gonna say he's the one transporting. So you forgot to tell me?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
I don't want to accuse him based off of the racist, so stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look.
Then looks
There's
around, then
bad
lowers his
people
voice.
doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Why would I raise my voice? You have to give us... We're buddies, Silang. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The
He
other
whispers.
drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
She shakes his head. Oh, do you think this is the person who bought the gun, our gun, from the pawn shop?
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardie Boys?
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out, strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who
All
talk?
of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north. I think the tattoos is the cool poet.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Could she be associated with the Hardie Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Let's, if we can persuade him to give us money, that'd be hilarious. Let's see, what do we have that helps us with rhetoric? Rhetoric. I think there's only one that reduces our rhetoric. Yeah, that reduces rhetoric. Yep, that's it. All right. We'll give it a shot. Let's try. Why not?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a
Hey.
little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Wouldn't you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
He stops. His face suddenly serious.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
Think of it as an investment.
An investment?
He raises the brow
What
in
kind
treat.
of investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
Yeah, I'd rather it not be about corruption. It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. That's what he was saying the whole time.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
He takes a tin note from a leather pouch. I'll leave it to you for now. I imagine a million real probably wasn't possible. The jam mystery. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. There's nothing over here, right? Yeah. Oops. Ah, I did that thing again. That really messes with my directions. Darn it. There we go. Let's see. So I believe it was. Oh, is this a way in? Probably not. I would have to go this way. Oh, can I sell tear again? Wonder if they have vitamin D in here. I didn't see it. I only saw magnesium.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
20 whole cents.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have any ammonia?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Okay.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
+1 health, +3 health, +1 morale, +3 morale. Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste
clearly.
Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one, there.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Okay, well, nothing with vitamin D, sadly. Alright. The last lorry driver, I can get my thing to work. I believe there she is. Do a quick save in case I screw up.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Great. Alright, are you the lady driver?
You just call me a lady, Sheriff.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told I'm a one driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Sheriff. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
Okay, so you're not the driver everyone is terrified
I'm
of?
only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Then who is the female driver I was told?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Alright, why are you scared of the people who used to know
Because
you?
they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Very philosophical. You said long haul. That's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
That's all I needed to know, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's the lady driver?
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
He's like, you have a tendency to get too distracted. We don't need you to be as distracted as she is. Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udachnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
Thank you for now. So I guess those were not grunts. Look, I am not very good at drug lingo. I'm sorry. Okay, well, who else can we freaking... I don't know anyone else. Who else do we investigate? That's it. Maybe Kim knows?
Yes?
Nope. Hell, what else? So there are 3 drivers at the intersection. Talk to them. One of them must know something about the drug trade. That's like the only drivers. Who the heck else? I have no idea. All right, well, I'm gonna take a look at the poll here. We've talked to the truckers. We've called our doc. Now we can talk to the union strikers, right? That's the only one we haven't done not left. Although we do have to investigate the body at some point. How do I know when the wind is blowing in a better direction? I remember him saying something like that. All right, so we've talked to Call Me Mañana. Let's talk to this guy. I think he's the leader.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Oh, he's the leader of the opposite side. The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking, no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different.
He leans closer.
It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of a cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden. The tone of voice bland and uninspired. Almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Oh, so he's been hired by the company. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Okay, well, regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
He bellows to the gates.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. What is a strike? I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun.
He snorts.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
Oh, his reply is snappy and terse.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Why so tense?
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
I love our psychological narration.
Right to work!
He again shakes his large
Shameful.
fist.
Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
He turns around and bellows at the gates. Just assume when he starts shouting, he's shouting it at the gates. Okay. I can't say that every time. Well, I'm assuming we know all of them. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office.
Points up the stairs.
Locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge,
he's
got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Okay, but why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Okay, guess we're just all about being racist today.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw. A perfect, lightly bearded, square wedge. I think they're trying to tell us something about what he's representing. Who are all these strikebreakers? Look around.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
His eyes narrow. I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it?
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
It was a long time ago.
The man is quickly losing interest in talking with you. Alright, I'm just gonna leave now. Alright, is there anybody else I can talk to? Not seeing anybody else. We're gonna be ending soon, but I want to try to make some progress. Maybe we'll talk to Tommy Mañana, see if he's got anything new.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
That's it. Sorry. Never mind. Okay, there's stuff going on here. Can I open this? Seems to be locked. Yep, that's It's locked. I want to go up there to pick up things. Just in case I die. Let's see how this goes.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Her name is Measurehead's babe. That's not great. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
I don't know what that is. His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Oh, alcohol? Smell your breath.
It's
Tim,
not
is it
good.
really so bad? It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
This is a lot of racist lingo that I don't understand.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Oh my gosh.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Probably not without the help of, like, a bunch of other people.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Well, I guess we're getting all the racism out in one episode, huh?
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Oh no.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters
It is
back.
my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
You're right about all this. Now I just need to let you... Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
What the hell?
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Well, but total asshole.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Semite supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
I don't want to do that. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
But that means that he would go against you. Are you really so short-sighted? Like, this is the whole point of Rawls' veil of ignorance.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Individualism is my jam.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I've gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
What? Okay, well, I don't know what happened in this world, but, pretty sure race, it's more about backgrounds than your characteristics.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma.
I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race, haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus, and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
I don't know what that means, just that you think that you are having dreams for your genetics, so you did not come from the islands?
No.
He cranes his head.
I have heard about it on the radio.
That's so great. That's like, oh no, I just saw it on TV, so therefore it is truth.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Does that mean I should push it? Should I get on his good side? What do you guys think? I need your opinion. We have a potion seller. You're getting stuck in this like 2 talk with Measurehead. Oh wow. Late to the party. What build is this? The build is mostly. I think the most is empathy. Let's see. Can I pull it up in the middle of a chat? I can. Okay. So psyche, and then intellect, and then motorics and physique. So I think I've got the most in, let's see, suggestion is my, like, special skill. Let's see, I leveled up endurance the most because I only had 2 points and I needed 4. I didn't know it, but I accidentally put points into Thought Cabinet. But I did need to get my shit together with the volumetric shit compressor, so that was a necessity. This gave me a +1 to pain threshold, which is good, and it increased my psyche learning caps. I love this rigorous self-critique. All my failures heal my morale and health. That's great. I love that. And then all intellect learning caps raised by 1. So these were all, I think, pretty good. I didn't want to give them up. But I didn't know that unlocking these took a point. Or no, sorry. I didn't know that forgetting things took a point. So I was like, what's even the point of forgetting something if it takes a point? Why not just unlock it if it's the same? So, yeah, I was sad when I learned that forgetting things took a point. But next, let's see, I can't improve endurance anymore. But I do have a 4 to it, which is good. We'll have to see what we do for the rest. I love rigorous self-critique. Okay, so should I just cut this short? What do you guys think? I do remember Ra Al Ghul. Jedi, in this case, he means alcohol. Should I just, I mean, Measurehead sucks. Definitely very racist. But, what do you guys think? Should I keep going? Should I cut it short? Should I press his buttons? Either way, we're gonna have to come to a saving point pretty soon, so. Because it is past 10:10 from, which is when I started, so. I started at 8:10, so I wanted to end right around 2 hours. So let me know. Well, which way are we going? We gonna push his buttons? We gonna end it short? We're gonna get on his good side? The worst I can say is no. Potion seller, I know you're setting me up for failure here. Jedi says cut it short. He's not worth it. Okay, we got 1 to push his buttons, 1 to cut it short. Actually, potion seller, what do you mean by the worst they can say is no? Does that mean get on his good side or not, or push his buttons? I'm not entirely sure. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put a poll. Let's do a poll. I'm gonna end this poll, start a new one. Get on his good side, which might involve racism. I'm not entirely sure what that would entail. pushes buttons, cut the convo short. Alright, so the question is, how should we handle Measurehead? Which is this guy that we're talking to. So, should we get on his good side, racism, pushes buttons, or cut the combo short? How many, wow, we got 6 votes for the last one. And nobody wanted to investigate the body. Recruit the vigilante to threaten him. I don't think we can recruit the vigilantes to threaten him because the vigilantes are the Hardie Boys, and they want the strike to continue, I believe. The Hardie Boys do not like us. Alright. We've got 3 votes. So far, cut the convo short is winning. If you want to get your vote in, now would be the time. I'm gonna take a drink while I wait for the poll to finish. This is your chance to tell me what you want to do for our friend Measurehead here. Do we want to get on his good side, cut the convo short, or push his buttons? Hey, Tori, good to see you. Sorry, I think I hit my mic a little bit. Hopefully I didn't cut out. Happens every time I go to wipe my my stopped up nose. I apologize. Hopefully everybody can hear me though. All right. Let's take a look. Let's see. I think we're still at 3 votes. All right, looks like we're gonna hover right around 3 votes. I'm gonna count to 10 since I know that there is a bit of a lag here. If you have not voted, this is your last chance. So we will, unless otherwise stated, we will cut the convo short in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna cut the convo short.
Yes.
Cool. Yes. I do want to ask real quick, Tim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there will be a next racist?
There always is.
Sadly.
Race is reality.
Alright. We're gonna cut the combo short.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
Okay.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I ride a little.
A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Can't say I didn't make that C-Lane guy to give some of his money earlier.
Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark.
Oh, and then there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake him for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
You can say I took some money from that Manana guy, too.
You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider.
I guess I made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself.
Just a heads up, there is a 988 lifeline.org link in the description. It's at the top. If you go to 988lifeline.org, you can go for a text chat. If you just want to do a call, the number in the US is 988. Please avail yourself of those resources. They are there to help you. If you feel like any of this might apply to you, Jester says, WTF, why is your inner monologue glazing you so hard? Yeah, no, my inner monologue is pretty rough towards me, to be honest.
Are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Probably because I ruined things for myself. The system is broken?
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? Yeah, I'm not a free market type. Like, Revachol already has a problem with the free market, so this isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type, so
What
opt
are
out.
you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Why would... Huh? What is the free market? But I'm not like... What? That doesn't make sense. Okay, so ultra-liberal means being for the free market, I guess. But I don't understand what a free market has to do with racism. Yeah, Jester, I think it's because past me partied too hard and, you know, we had to pay a lot to Gart, and we didn't even have enough to finish paying him off. We had to get help from our partner. I feel really bad that Kim had to step in. But go away, discard the thought. Yeah, I'm not about the free market without any regulations. Can I go this way? Can't go that way. Okay, well, there goes that. Gonna go ahead and end the poll. I really wish I could open this locked door. Here, let's take a look. Let's see if I put this in there. Oop. Does that open it? Nope. What if I put both? Nope. Okie dokie then. Well, I kind of thought that there were more options. As far as, oops. Now I'm stuck. Here, we gotta go this way. Kim! You're in the way! Kim, come on. Okay, well, I thought this might have been the union leader. I don't know what else we're gonna do, to be honest. Do we even have any other leads? Let's take a look. Let's see. We have the lead that we can investigate at 2100. Oh, we have to look at the body. We'll see if we can look at the body. Who's the lady driver and where is it? We talked to 3 drivers at the intersection. Maybe we can talk to Laom again. Maybe he knows. Do you know who the lady is?
Make way for the master poet.
He greets you with a nod. I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, this is the first Tommy Loam. He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her.
He bites his lip.
All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Yeah, because it sounds like she's mixed in with bad stuff. Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
Okay, I think this is the same person who bought our gun from the pawn shop.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died.
He answers reluctantly.
It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to...
He'll see you straight in the
Please
eye.
just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
He shakes his head.
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
Believe us. It really is.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well...
He sighs.
It looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on. Her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
I mean, yeah. I get you. Been there. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
Oh, I don't want to deal with him, though.
Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out? Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
But I like Tommy. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation, too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machines.
I mean, he's making a lot of assumptions, though. Like, you don't know about that. And it's clear that she, like, needs help, that this particular line of work that she's doing is only going to make worse. So you're all right with others ratting her out. You just don't want your hands dirty?
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt, too.
Fine. I'll drop the matter for now. Find another way.
Thank you, friend.
He sighs. It's a big sigh. But...
Wow. This makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Boy. Alright. Bye. That was depressing. Well, we're gonna save with that. That'll be our last thing. I really don't want to do more racist shit, though, for another thing. Here. Alright. We'll do one more. We'll do one more racist go, so I don't have to deal with it next episode. Well, that shadow just freaking moved.
Looking
because
for
it's the
something
dude on
odd?
top.
Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady
I
driver?
don't know what you're talking about.
First, you knew Sealang didn't
He
do
did
it.
something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
He grins a wide smile. Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
I'm also pretty sure that they used, I think, isn't puta like asshole in Spanish? So, the mother asshole?
Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Yeah, him.
For a moment, the lorryman is silent. Then he spits on the pavement. What are you doing, Kim? Oh no. Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM.
He gets
Dirty
closer to
fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Wait, are we?
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
His eyes dart between you and the lieutenant.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
-1, go fuck yourself. Kim's left saw you snooping cabin. I think I've got a -1 to half light. Let's hold on 1 second. Let's take a look. Half light. Actually no, maybe I don't. Let's double check. Yeah, I don't. Okay, but alright. I don't have a +1 either. What's our half-light? It's over there. And it's a 2. Alright, let's try this. I'm gonna do quick save. And I think it's a white check.
Looking for
Let's
something
see.
odd? Come to tell
This
me
is
to
a white
fuck
check.
off again?
Alright. Make him tell you what he knows.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Checks up. I've got the goods on you.
Oh yeah? And
He
what
snarls.
goods are those?
You know, you're good.
There's some kind of homo thing?
No, of course not. Just tell me what you really know.
Make me runt.
He blows a cloud of smoke right in front of your face.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
We'll heal our morale. We'll do a half-light bonus. Except change some clothes.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Men like this
There we go.
only respect 2 things, strength and fear.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it?
Fuck you. I told you. I'm not gonna...
Look, we're holding him by the scruff, man.
There. His voice grows smaller, as yours.
What's your name, Bucket? I'm gonna go on police radio saying this guy told Madre to F off.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green.
He turns
Let's
to
get
you.
into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
All right. We good. I wanted to save that point for something else, but man, if it meant not messing with Tommy, I didn't want to be Tommy's enemy. I like Tommy. All right, we will stand in front of the lorry, wherever the heck it is. This one. And we will save this for the next episode. He isn't every bigotry. And no, Jester, that would be a perra. Just like the feminine version of perro. It's just same. I mean, they could be synonyms for all I know. The thing is I've just seen puta used for all sorts of things. It just seems to be like a general insult. Really? So I guess it's a synonym. All right. Well, we'll go back to the main menu and then we'll close up. Okay, well, that was pretty chaotic. Remember, our question of the week is, are the Revachol Citizens Militia worse than, better than, or the same as the Hardie Boys, the Union Dockworkers enforcers who lynched the security worker in the backyard? Should there be any police force in Revachol? That was the second question I forgot to do. So should there be any police force in Revachol? Maybe, yeah. I was going to save that for next time, but I think this one kind of got a little bit into it. So should there be any police force in Revachol? Thank you for making it this far. If you enjoyed this, consider liking and commenting to leave a free tip. Again, all the stuff done or shown in the game does not reflect any positions held by myself or my affiliates. All claims made, including mine, need to be independently fact-checked. If you want more of me, I'm also live on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central for Game Gap. And with all that said, we're gonna see if we can find another live to raid. Jester, I mean, so the Revachol Citizens Militia is essentially backed by the coalition government, which is the one that, like, it's like we're the satellite state of it, essentially. So since we're the police force that is backed by the ruling authority, I think by definition we would not be vigilantes. At the very least, we're upholding whatever law is being is the law of the land. But the union dock workers are like very specifically categorized even in the game as vigilantes. Like, they don't have any official jurisdiction or anything. But you can go raid Mezzo. This is where I'm going to be headed next. Mezzo is currently live, and he tends to talk to people who are religious to like ask them either like why do they still believe or why should he believe. He does different backgrounds, but it's generally around that thing. So you can go see Mezzo. I'll be heading over there soon. Let YouTube chat know that I sent you. And it's been a wildly fun evening. If I can breathe. And if I don't see you this Tuesday, then when you're ready for another pensive plunge to ponder the puzzles of life, the universe, and everything, I'll be here every Friday at 8 p.m. Central or thereabouts to embark upon our quest to assess. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. Love seeing you all. Have a lovely night. Good night.